Oh, fucking righty. What's up, you stupid fuckers? Peter Gilmore here for a Sunday afternoon video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels down below in the description box. And as always, find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the gobbledygook down below. And don't forget to share this video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never, ever, ever miss a goddamn upload. So, like the video, subscribe to my channels, follow me on social media, share the videos all over the internet, and tap that bell so you stay in the loop and you never miss anything. Because if you do miss one video, that's going to be bad for you. And that's all I gotta say about that. You miss out? You like the Knicks and the Yankees today. Losers! Losers! It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good day when the Yankees get swept by one of the worst teams in baseball right now, the Detroit Tigers. It makes me so happy being a Met fan. And just watching the Knicks lose again. It's great. I love it. So that overhyped teams like the Yankees and the freaking Knicks and their unclassy fans. You don't see Met fans doing that shit. Throwing freaking baseballs on the field and, spitting on players. I mean, come on. I mean, we did that a long time ago, 99 with, John Rocker. We all remember John Rocker. So he basically, told us to do this, and then we was like, fuck you, throw batteries at his ass. Where's John Rocker now? Bye-bye. And where are the Braves now? Bye-bye. Sorry, JD. 13-2 last night. What do you guys say about that, fucker? That's all I gotta say about that. I know he doesn't give two shits, but I don't give a care. I'm just gonna say 13-2. And tonight, the Braves are targeted for decrimination. Just saying. Hopefully the weather does not fuck it up, but we'll see. Right now it's I can't see out my window right now. It was pouring. I think it's still raining, but I think they might get the game in. I'd rather, I know it's raining. The field's gonna be all wet and disgusting. So if I was Luis Rojas, and I'm thankfully I'm not, I would probably start somebody else, maybe Peterson tonight, and have DeGrom go tomorrow against the Arizona Diamondbacks, who have lost 13 in a row. So Arizona can be targeted for degromination tomorrow night. So we'll see. But I want to send DeGrom out there on a wet field. God forbids what happens. I mean, just came off injury, pitched a 5-inning gem. And, yeah. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, we move on from there. All right. Enough about that. We got somebody in the chat now. I'll get to that to you in a minute. Just bear with me. So, we'll get that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this Sunday late afternoon, May the 30th, 2021, Memorial Day weekend is still in effect. Sucks to be here. Sucks to be... If you're in the Northeast, it sucks this weekend. It's just garbage, rain. Ugh, it's cold. It's like 45 degrees today. Oh, my God. May the 30th, and it's 51 degrees. 51! When it should be 91. Global warming at its best. That's all I got to say about that. But on this Sunday afternoon, May the 30th, 2021. It is time for your late and out of date AEW Dynamite review for May the 28th, 2021, from the jam-packed Daily's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, baby, Friday night. This past Friday night, this was a huge night. SmackDown. You can watch my SmackDown review on my Killer Demons channel. That somehow got age restricted. Really, YouTube? Really, you age restrict me for the 5th time? You know what's going to happen. 5 for 5. Bingo! That video is going to, that'll be appealed pretty easily. So, I did it like a few hours ago. So I don't know. Hopefully by today or by next couple of days, I can get that freaking 18 plus thing off my video. Get it back to public so I can get everybody to watch. But if not, you'll see me again real soon. Susan, you'll see me. You and your team of machines that thinks every video is bad. Eat a dick, all right? And that's that. So anyway, let's get to AEW really quick. And because I want to finish this video off real quick and then get to my predictions video. All right, you know what? All right, we're gonna do something. We're gonna do 2 things. We're gonna do a twofer today. So we're gonna do the review from Friday night, and we're gonna talk about predictions. So I'm gonna try to get this out in about at least an hour and a half at most. So I know because somebody asked me about Stadium Stampede 2, and I'll get to that in just a second. So post-production, I'll put the review and predictions as well, in the title, so nobody gets confused. I was going to do it on TGC 187, but it's like 2 hours, and by the time I finish this video, I got to put that video up. It's just going to be a mess. So I'm just going to do one long video, my review and my predictions right after. So let's get to it. And like I said, the chat room's open, so come on in, motherfuckers. And that's that. All right. So Dynamite on Friday night, jam-packed house at Daily's Place. I loved it. The screaming fans, packed house in Florida, where there's no social distancing, no mask mandates, nothing. Love it. Jam-packed house, screaming their heads off. It was great. So we start off the night, always, JR, Excalibur, and Tony Baloney on commentary. So we start off the night with the man called Sting. And he got an ovation. I mean, the fans just went berserk when he came out. He's taking on Cesar Bononi, who I believe his wife is still with a lot of people donating to his GoFundMe and stuff like that. So that's pretty nice. Hopefully she recovers and nothing Cesar Bononi's wife. And nice to everybody, basically, Darby, not Darby, Brody Lee and his family. I mean, they named Brody Jr. the Double or Nothing champion. That's the thing was today. That was great. So they look out for their superstars. Vince, but it is what it is. So Darby with Sting is taking on Cesar Bononi with the Wingmen, Peter Avalon, Ron Nemeth. brother. So match was okay. Darby comes out with his ribs taped, and they clear the ring right away. And then they get to the match. Darby comes out of the gate on fire, but eventually Cesar starts working on the ribs. But then Darby with an armbar gets 2 knees to the gut, and we get a toss. Bonani, he's tossed Darby around like yesterday's pig, which stinks. And then Darby's on the ramp, and then gets tossed in. Cesar goes for multiple covers, but Darby errors can only count to. She can count to 3, but she. Cesar goes for suplex. Darby reverses it into a 19. Basically, basically face, but it is what it is. And Darby saw beat him up, blows. Goes for that right. And then he hits Diamond Dust. Not that thing that Shiva hits and Diamond Dust. Right, Darby. Shotgun drop kick in the corner. He goes up top. And he flies mid-air. He gives the fingers to Cesar. And hits the coffin drop. 1, 2, 3. Darby Allin picks up the win, gains some momentum into his match, teaming up with a man called Sting against Scorpio Sky and Ego Ethan. So match is all right, kind of quick match to start the show. Because I got all that other shit that happened. Was good match. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. After that, Darby gets on the mic. He calls out Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. He's like, "We have to wait till Sunday. Let's do it right now." So on cue, they come out, and Scorpio tells him, "Well, we're not gonna do it in front of the for free." And he tells her to grow up. And he says, Sunday, nothing will be the end of one legend and the beginning of two more, meaning Scorpio and Ethan. And then the wingmen attack 3-on-2, and then Paige and Sky party in a 5-on-2. Then Ethan Page with a face lock on Darby, but kind of like a chokehold, while Scorpio was about to Pillmanize Sting's ankle. But then the Dark Order come out and they run him off, and that's it. So I gave the Aftermath 2.5 out of 5 stars. Tonight, at the pay-per-view, Darby, Sting, and Sting's first match since 2015. I think that was the year that he broke his neck against Seth Rollins. That was the last time we saw him in fighting, basically. It's been 6 years in front of a crowd. That's gonna be nice. Scorpio and Ethan, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Sting came out and said that he still is feeling the effects of Brian Cage's power bomb from February. Ooh. Because that looked vicious. It looked like he's coming off basically a goddamn that he suffered basically 6 years ago. It's taking his first bump in there. And get that power bomb looked very vicious, and I was worried for Sting's health because God forbid he would have broke his back, his neck again. Ooh boy, we wouldn't be talking right now. But it is what it is. So we'll see what happens tonight at the pay-per-view, and I'll go to the dream, baby. Sorry, I say it like Dusty. I know the bacon, baby. No. So Cody Rhodes and Anthony Ogogo have a weigh-in, and by the Big Slow Paul White. So they each come out with their entourage, and Cody had a larger entourage than Gogo came out with 5 people. QT Marshall, Nick Morano, Aaron Soul, I think Lee Johnson. That was it. Came out with Nightmare yeah. The collective, whatever his group, you know what I'm talking. So anyway, some Big Show's like, we're not gonna have any shenanigans here, blah blah blah. So Cody goes first, and he gets down to his skeevies, his little boxer briefs, which makes Brandy a little bit happy. But is Lee Johnson is on. I'm sorry, I'm looking at notes wrong as always, but it is what it is. So anyway, Cody gets does not even know how to use a goddamn scale. Of course, we can't. Tony Khan couldn't get a digital one. I mean, really, Tony? You have all that money, you can't get a goddamn digital scale from Walmart? It's right down the street. But anyway, Cody finally gets weighed in at 218 pounds. So we get some fireworks, blah, blah, blah. Everything's going great. All right, then get on the scale. He strips down to his yak underwear. It's gonna be 219 pounds. So they're pretty evenly matched. 1 pound difference. Whoop-de-damn-do. Not that. So anyway, Baron has the victory at 2-0 in his hand. Pushes the damn freaking cameraman out of the. Okay. Then Cody, not dating and not Duggan Hogan. He gets to pose and the fans go nuts. So Ogogo does that. He does that. And fun. And then he gets on with Paul White, blah, blah, blah. That's it. We'll see what happens in that match. A little wrestling match. And Anthony Ogogo can't. So he's kind of at a disadvantage, but he's got that goddamn right hand. Cody. I really, really, really. So we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. All right, then we get a video pack talking about the Stadium Stampede match. Stadium Stampede 2. And we hear from a good MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, 2 Stadium Stampedes in a row because they lost last year's to the Elite, the Elite, and Adam Page. And then Jericho says they know what says to expect unexpected, and we can up later at the end of the show. So that was pretty nice. Give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. I can expect a lot of big spots on, with the one-winged angel off the freaking top of the freaking thing. That was freaking just crazy. Matt Hardy changing into his mannerism like Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy. Cruz Matt Hardy. Had that, and then Adam Page come out and on a horse and run down Sammy Guevara, and then Sammy Guevara gets almost run over by Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega with that golf cart again. I wouldn't put it past Blood, but like Sammy said, so something's gonna happen in that match that's gonna make you go, Mike Tyson might come out tonight to help Jericho. Somebody might turn either on the inner circle. Well, no, but it's gonna be a big time match. Probably lasts 45 minutes. Hey, I don't know how long. 30, 40 minutes maybe. There might be actual fans in that. Gonna be about 5,000 fans in daily. So not a complete sellout, but 5,000 in that little arena. But it is what it is. 2 coming up in a little bit. Our next match, but Jerry's like, we see Christian Cage and Powerhouse Will Hobbs beating the living bejesus out of each other somewhere in the back. Eventually, Christian gets the upper hand. Hobbs into the cage, and then he picks up like I think it was those things that you put on. I don't know what it's called. He hits him right in the stomach. He breaks apart. And so he gets the advantage, and then random back people come in and stop this. So both men are in tonight, and a lot of people saying Christian's gonna win. We'll see. They have that mystery, but the Joker. We don't know who. So whoever he or she could be, possibly, because the last 2 times we all remember Brian Cage won I believe the first one. And then last year, it wasn't Cage, because Cage came, I think, the first year. Damn it, I forgot who won it last year. I wish I had some people in the chat, but I don't know. If I knew, I knew. I know Cage won the first one. I know that. I think it was Lance Archer. I could be wrong. I forget who won the second one, but this is the 3rd one, and we'll see who wins tonight. Right now, in my eyes, it's between. I'll talk in a second. Let me move on. Then we get to match number 2, Hangman Adam Page, doing some Sunny Kiss. I thought they broke up. Obviously not, since what happened on I think it was Dark or Dark Elevation that Sonny was getting beat down and Joey Janela just left him for dead. Oh well. So anyway, we got Ted at at the announce table, fourth. And let's get into it again. I'm gonna skim through most of these results because I want to save time for my review later on tonight. Let me just okay. So Paige hits a clothesline that sends Janelle to the outside. Paige wants the dead eye on the apron, but Joey cuts that off. Paige does hit the springboard clothesline, knocks Janelle to the and they go back in the ring. Paige hits a variation of Sky High for a near fall. Joey gets a 2 count by pulling the tights because he's a bad boy. And Paige got some blood in his mouth. And Paige gets suplexed into the corner. Janela goes up top, hits the Macho Man elbow. Ooh, yeah, but he can't do it like the Macho Man. Yeah. Get it. Paige back, hits a pop. And somehow in that process, he got busted wide open in his head because he went to the outside. His face is, his gushing blood. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, hits the buckshot landing 2-3. So, excuse me. And the match I gave 3 out of 5 stars. Wasn't that bad. And that's it. Distraction, as always, with him and Team Taz coming out and introduces Brian Cage, Paige's opponent on Sunday. So he comes out, and Paige is like, "Really, really, Taz? Really? I know your strategy by now. Where's Ricky back?" Says, I know. So we see Hook and Ricky Starks appear at ringside. So Paige goes, he's like, "I expected more from you, Brian. Do you really need their help to kick my ass?" Apparently, I would have went with the old, I guess Melissa's right. Your balls have shrunk. Ooh, that would have hurt. That would have hurt him really good. But I digress. So Cage, he tells Cage that he should leave Team Taz at home and face him like a man. Cut the mic off, which I thought they would have. So Paige has the mic like right on his freaking stomach, and then we hear Brian Cage say, "You want them out of here? You got it. You want me one-on-one? You got it." And that's it. So looks like we're gonna get Brian Cage and Adam Page one-on-one. Any interference? What do you think that's gonna stop Team Taz? No. And that's all I gotta say about that. So we'll see what happens with that. And we get a little bit of a rundown for Adam Cage and Brian Cage and tag team title match between Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston against the Young Bucks. So speaking of Kingston and Moxley, we heard from him and then they cut off. Oops. Somebody in production fucked that up. But anyway, we come back from that miscue, and we see Moxley and Eddie somewhere outside, and have the Young Bucks shoes and about to bury it. So Moxley's like, what makes a great team? He says he trusts Eddie with his life. He loves belts and championships, and he wants and needs the tag team belts. Says the Bucks might be a better tag team, but the belts are like T-bone steaks, and they're a bunch of hungry pit bulls, and he's pit bulls. So Eddie says the Bucks quit on the people and the boys in the back, and some of them are sitting in the back doing nothing, all smiling at face, but they're not doing that. Basically, the old people on elevation, so really they're kind of not doing nothing. But it is what it is. Okay, Eddie, I'll go with it. Anyway, they say they're gonna beat the Bucks, and then the Bucks are gonna quit, and maybe they'll be EVPs, executive vice presidents, and then King says like the pressure is coming. So gonna be a good match. It's gonna be hitting. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and we'll move on from there. And that's that. All right, after that, we go to the ring with Tony in the ring to introduce our good buddy Orange Cassidy. One of them, to see if what he has to say to Kenny. Is he going to defer his shot against Kenny, making it a Kenny versus Pac, or what's he going to do? So Tony Baloney introduces him, but instead of him, here comes that bastard Pac. And he comes in the ring, tells Tony Schiavone to get the fuck out. So Tony's like, Tony looks lost. I'm sorry. Tony Schiavone looks lost on commentary. Have you noticed? He looks really, really, really lost. I'm just saying. Maybe, you know, I think Tony Schiavone, I think you need to go back to Starbucks and be a barista again. Because really, you know, or just go back to being, you know, just, you know, stay in AEW. You know, just be like Alex Marvez and Dasha. Be a backstage guy. A backstage interviewer or something like that. And then maybe they can hire a new guy. Morrow. Tom Phillips. Just saying. You know, get rid of Schiavone and put Tom Phillips or Morrow in there. Oh my God. Morrow, JR Excalibur? Just Morrow and JR alone would be freaking amazing. But it is what it is. But if it's Tom Phillips, I wouldn't mind. JR, Tom Phillips, and Excalibur would be okay. We'll see. So anyway, Pac comes out. He says, this Sunday, Orange Cassidy is irrelevant. The only individual of any relevance is the man that will beat Kenny Omega and become AEW. And him, he's ducking him, dodging him, manipulating, and it's kind of pathetic. So he calls out me, said, come out here and stand face to face with the bastard. So can he come out? No. Don Callis gets on the Tron. And he's like, I'm not going to be in the same ring or the same building with you, Pac. You know, you're a soulless sociopath and a dangerous man. And my notes went off. Sorry that. Yeah, he's a dangerous man. So I'm not going out there. But Kenny will go out there, and he tries to attack from behind. Pac saw it right away. Kicks Kenny in the gut, then he hits him with a kick to the face. Then the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, come out. By the way, Carl Anderson, you are not a good brother. If you know what your wife is saying, you are not a good brother. If you're talking to talking to the other chicks, it's not good. But if Carl Anderson's wife, if you need another guy, call me up because I love the Asians, but it's what it is. So anyway, so they beat down Pac, goes a little bit better, and then the Lucha Brothers done Zero Miedo, and 3 feet come out and chase Gallows and Anderson off, and then they leave, and then Kenny tries to go from One-Winged Angel. So it looked like he was about to hit it, and then Orange Cassidy comes out with the best friend. Give me a hug. Chucky T and Trent with Chris Statlander, the alien. They all up, and OC gets in the ring. He goes like this, and he puts his hand in his jacket pocket, pulls out a note for Kenny. He opens it up, and he gets a little little paper cut. And I think it was Schiavone or JR is like, ooh, Kenny got a paper cut. Really? Anyway, so Kenny gets his paper cut, blah, blah, blah. So he finally opens the envelope, and the contract that Orange Cassidy was supposed to sign last week, he ripped up the first one, and then Don's like, oh, good, I got a copy. Gives him the copy and says, think about it. So he opens it up, and the contract is in pieces. It's all garbage. It's all shredded up. So Kenny gets pissed, and then Orange Cassidy hits Kenny right in the face with Orange Crush, and then knocks him out basically, and then tries to go for the belt, but then Pac cuts that off. Pac tries to move, and he gets hit with an orange punch for his troubles. So both men are knocked out. So Orange Cassidy picks up the AEW World Title like this, and he goes, looks pretty good with it. Not that he's going to win it, but you never know. But it is what it is. So pretty good segment right here. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So we move on. All right, after that, we go to a segment from earlier in the day. They were hyping. They hyped it on commentaries like, "Oh, we got some big news right now." Like, what's this? So we go to earlier in the day. Tony Baloney, once again, is with the hot free agent in AEW, Jade Cargill, and trying to talk to her about her open challenge that got accepted by Kylan King. He's like, "Oh, she might be, a tough customer." Before she can talk, Matt Hardy comes in and offers services to her. And he's like, "I'm gonna win the casino battle royale, and then you're gonna join my group." Blah blah blah. It's gonna be money, 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 like Matt Hardy is. And then smart Mark Sterling comes in and says, "No, no, no." He says, "I already signed to an exclusive contract." He's like, "You shouldn't even be right next to us right now." So he slaps Matt with a restraining order, like a 50-foot restraining order, saying, "You even can't be in the building on Sunday." Okay. So anyway, he says, "This is between us." He says, "You make 30%. You take 30% off of anything, while I get paid when Jade wins." And she says he's gonna win a lot, so that works out for me. So Matt's like, "Damn it!" And he gives him his card, and Matt's like, "Screw you guys!" And he leaves. So that was kind of funny. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So we'll see how this little union between smart Mark Sterling and Jade Cargill goes. And it looks to be money for both sides. That's all I got to say about that. So I got 2 out of 5 stars on that. All right. To Jade Cargill with Mark Sterling taking on Kylan King. And wasn't much of a squash match. I mean, Kylan got a little bit of offense in. They had a test of strength, and Kylan with a bridge back up, and then they go to work a little bit, and then near the end, and sorry, my notes are going too fast. We go to picture in picture. We come back. Jade with a vertical suplex. King fights back before getting dumped to the outside. And smart Mark Sterling, once again, like, "Kylan, if you need some services, use my card." What services? Don't ask. Anyway, so Kylan's like, "I don't want your dick. Leave me alone." So she goes back in the ring. Jade lifts her up for the double chicken wing face plant. Basically, the same move that Beth fucking Phoenix uses, and the same move that Taya Valkyrie uses, the Road to Valhalla. It's the same, but almost basically the same move. So she wins with that. 1, 2, 3. She remains undefeated at 6-0. So smart Mark Sterling, his money's well, not Friday night, and that's pretty much it. It's the win, match again, 2.5 out of 5 stars. So she remains undefeated, and all right, then we get to a small promo from Jake Roberts and Lance Archer. They talked about Dante Martin. Well, Jake says some stuff like, "What?" Jake's like, "You gotta trust me. You gotta get your ass kicked." And then Lance Archer is like, he's like, "Forget Dante Martin. I'm more interested in beating the living crap out of Miro." And he's like, "Hold on to that title because I'm going to kick your ass." So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then we go to your squad match of the week. Miro defending the TNT title against Dante Martin. Flight. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, Dante. I mean, you got a couple moves in. Blah, blah, blah. When Miro hits a big vertical suplex, followed by that thrust kick, and then he goes, "Game over!" And then he locks him in the accolade, or now it's called the game over, and he pulled back, and he's like, pulled back. I was like, holy shit, he's gonna break him in his back. I mean, he pulled him like, oh my god, all right. visually, I can't, man. I'm about to, I mean, looking at it, I was about to throw up. So I thought, he was about to dismember him or something like that. I mean, he pulled him all the way back. I mean, to the point he was like this. I can't do it because I'm sitting down, but it is what it is. But I mean, Dante Martin's back has to be freaking broken. I don't think he's gonna be walking for, and not in a good way. But so Miro wins. Match gave 2 out of 5 stars just for the squash match. Poor Dante Martin got broken in half. Ugh. Well, basically bent in half almost. Jesus Christ. Anyway, afterwards, Jake Roberts and Lance Archer come out. So Jake Roberts tells Miro that his fairy tale comes to an end on Sunday. Tells him to shut the F up. And him and Archer have had enough. He tells him, Archer is focused. He's ready. So Miro tells Jake Roberts to shut up. Tell him to shut the hell up. He wants Lance to come on. And then, so Jake's like, really? Really? Go get him. So Lance runs to the ring. They have a little bit of a beatdown. And Lance tries to go for the choke slam. Miro slips out. And then a whole bunch of referees come out. That's not going to work. Archer basically wins the battle as Miro shuffles off and back to the backstage area, and that's that. So should be a pretty hard-hitting match for the TNT title coming up in a little bit, and that's all I got to say about that. So the Aftermath I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars as well. So I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars because it was a squash. That's all I got to say about that. And we'll move on. All right, then we go to the ring. We have Bryce Remsburg and Tony Baloney in the ring, and we're going to celebrate the over 1 year reign of the AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida, who has, as of right now, 379 days as AEW Women's Champion, the longest reigning champion in AEW history. So that's pretty damn good. Not on the level of us, it is what it is. So Shida comes out in a very nice red dress. I know it was like a kimono, but it is what it is. She look, got my dick closed. What it is? So she gets in the ring with the old school AEW Women's title, and we see Bryce Remsburg with the new AEW Women's Championship. Not that it looks the same, but I mean, it looks like the front plate looks better. It's diamond, as it's a diamond encrusted in gold and silver and all that good stuff. So Tony gives the mic to Shida and has her first ever promo in the ring, which she wanted, before this pandemic started. So she gets on the mic. She's happy that the fans are in the building. She says she's proud to share the moment with the fans, and the title is for them, and for you. Me. Of course it's for me. I'm a fan. So after that, on cue, comes her opponent, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, coming out looking hot as always. And she's like, don't worry, Rebel's not with me yet. And she's like, I come in peace. She congratulates Shida on her 1 year reign. Talks about how she was champion during the most difficult time in pro wrestling history. Notice she said pro wrestling, not sports entertainment. Yeah. She said this was Shida's year. Then she said she misspoke when she talked to JR about a week or two ago. She said when she wins the championship on Sunday, the face of a better than, which much like how a previous era was all about teen, will be all about DMD, baby. So took a little bit of a shot to 316 era, or the Attitude Era, basically. So that was nice. That was pretty pretty nice by Ms. Baker, if you will. So it was a pretty nice promo. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens with Britt Baker. Sorry, Britt Baker. Oh, damn, too much beer. Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida for the new AEW Women's World Title. And on the segment about that. And that's that. And if WWE kind of went off, it's like they had Nia Jax, a picture of Nia Jax from like 2016, when she basically squashing people, and one of those people she squashed was Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. So I think WWE was kind of playing that up because of Nia's birthday, I guess, and they had to put a picture of her, dropping her ugly fat leg on Britt Baker's throat. And Adam Cole, baby, looked at that and was not too pleased. He was pissed. And I assume Britt Baker, probably with that little shot at the Attitude Era, that's probably why she said that. But it is what it is. Who knows? So we'll see what happens in a little bit. And that's that. All right, there we go. Then we see Sammy Guevara, and he has his little cue cards as you go to your picture. So basically, he says the Inner Circle will succeed. Makes fun of Shawn Spears a little bit, and he says that the Spanish God will hit them up, if you will. Not like the ladies, but hit them up. It is what it is. So that's pretty nice. That's that. All right, then we get to Scorpio Sky and Paige taking on the Dark Order of the Super Smash Brothers, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson. It was an okay match, nothing great. Back and forth, getting in the end, and looked like Uno and Grayson had the match won. They did a neck breaker on Ethan Page with assistance from Bryce, the referee, and some more double team offense from Uno and Grayson. They hit a Cannonball 450 combo, which gets a near fall. They go for fatality, but that gets broken up. Scorpio locks in a heel hook on Stu Grayson, while Evil Uno gets with the Ego's raised edge. Once Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page get the win, it is what it is. Match was all right. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that was that. After the match, Ethan Page gets on the mic, says what happened just now will happen on Sunday. And then we hear the music of the Man Called Sting. And Darby Allin comes out with an of Stings. There's like 5 or 6 people dressed up as Sting, and which one's the real one? Is this 1997 again? So he throws out about, I think, the first 3 or 4 fake Stings, and then gets to the next one, punches him in the face, nothing. Punches him again, nothing. Then he does mask. It's the real Sting, and basically beats the crap Scorpio Sky Page, and ring, and that's that. So we'll see what happens. That at 0.25 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. That's it. All right, then we get to the end of the night. A celebration of the Inner Circle. We had a good buddy, Eazy-E, Eric come out. Fans are going nuts. Blind. He's kind of, I think it was pointing at Kirk. He wasn't pointing at Shivani. Obviously, we should have fired back in '96. It is what it is. Well, last night, I believe it was, or Friday night, he got to introduce what would become one of the greatest factions of all right here, right on TNT, and that was, the NWO. So, got that. So he says he will, now he introduces a group of badasses that just, and The crowd just went berserk. I loved it. Full pack house. No social distancing. Nothing. It was great. It just felt great. I can imagine they're gonna do it tonight. And unless Jericho uses his new song "Sane," but I doubt they're gonna probably just use Judas. They're not gonna use "Sane," but it is what it is. And "Sane's" a pretty freaking good song. Very good song by Jericho and Fozzy. Off I guess there's gonna be a new album coming out whenever that will be, but good song, good video. They're on the tallest, fastest road in the world. I think it was in California or wherever it is, but still good song. Can't wait for the album. So we got that. So they come out, and Jericho, who still has his bionic arm stuff on, he talks about how it feels good to be surrounded by the fans. Once again, thanks Eazy-E for everything he's done for him in his career. Eric's like, I couldn't think of a better way to thank you by showing this video package of the Inner Circle's greatest hits. I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. Doesn't Jericho hate Bischoff? You know, every time that they, when they had the debates and stuff like that, the town hall, Bischoff will come in and really piss Jericho off. So I'm thinking, is Bischoff going to turn on Jericho tonight at Double or Nothing? Never know. You never know what might happen at Stampede. So we got this big video package, which was great from start to finish. Blah, blah, blah. So and Santana gets on the mic. It says they've done some pretty cool shit. Talks about the night that they were formed. Then 18 months later, they're standing together stronger than ever. In front of the best fans in wrestling today. Oh, that's true. Next to Japan and Ring of Honor, of course. And he says, if this is the last time together, he wouldn't have had it any other way. And then it was like, that was beautiful, man. That was much respect. He was about to cry. I mean, come on, Ortiz. There's no crying in wrestling. Anyway. And then Jake Hager, weed the people. Says it's all about the journey, not the destination. And he wants to see the hard times, them getting busted open and getting beat up, stuff like that. All the shit that made them hard. And then Sammy Guevara says they've been through everything together. He's gone from wearing a panda on his head to being part of the greatest faction in wrestling of today. The greatest faction, the Elite and the Bullet Club, of course. That's that. He said he didn't like his time away from the group, and he's going to do whatever it takes to make sure that it never happens again. He thanks him for everything, and then Jericho says he was hesitant because he doesn't play well with others. He thought they looked like Guns N' Roses back in 1987 when it first came out. About anything except each other and putting on the best performances. And if they go out, it's going to be a blaze of glory. And he says, I got one more thing to tell you guys. I love you, man. Hug it in, man. So they all have a big group hug. And they give the good old middle fingers to the camera. And then he gets on, and he's all excited. He's kind of mock crying about Sunday, the match on Sunday. And he's like, Wolo, you're. He's like, he's like, what do you think, Dean? And then we see Dean Malenko basically beat up. And Malenko's one of Jericho's closest friends. We saw him last week. We talk about the 1,004 holds. I forgot a couple. That was kind of cool and funny. So MJ's like, why don't you come and save him before I make the Iceman ice cold or something like that? So the Inner Circle run to his rescue, but it was a setup as the rest of the Pinnacle attack him in the back, and they lead him to the stadium where they beat him up, and then we see Santana Ortiz get picked up and they get put through the table with some powers. Cash Wheeler's legs gave out. I mean, if you notice that, he's like, what? I was like, damn, what? Like, if he would have just fell off, somebody's half would had a broken neck or paralyzation. This match might not even happened, but it is what it is. So they pile drive Santana Ortiz, off this little area through the tables, and Jericho, Hager, and Sammy Guevara get beat down on the ground. I think in the same way. And then MJF says, when you're in the pinnacle, and then they all put their hands together, and then MJF goes, you're always on top. So that was that. So I gave that entire thing 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's gonna be that's it for Dynamite on Friday night, and we're gonna get this Friday night with another edition of AEW Dynamite, thanks to the fucking NBA playoffs. So we're gonna get it once again at 10 p.m. right after SmackDown. So we'll get the aftermath of Double or Nothing. So should be some good shit live in front of a paid and sold out crowd at Daly's place once again. So that should be good. And that's it. So my final rating for Dynamite on Friday night, I gave it a solid 7 out of 10. I don't know. Let me quickly get the if I can see what the rating was. If I can, I know this is on the fly, but it is what it is. I got enough time because what? Just about 57 minutes. I want to try to get this done quickly. Hold on 1 second. Let me go to the news. Let me quickly get SmackDown's rating if I can. Go to the WWE news. Thank you. Blah blah blah. Randy Orton's gonna have a match on Raw. What you do? Cardi B might be the host of SummerSlam, and nobody gives two shits. WrestleMania 38 might be a 2-night event. I guess 37 might be a 2-night event. Who knows? Trying to find the ratings, and I don't see them. I don't think they came out yet. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, the Miz is coming back. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't see that. Okay, I don't know what the SmackDown rating is. If anybody knows what it is, let me know in the comments after the video. Okay, let me try to find AEW's ratings. Full Gear is going to be, well, we all know Full Gear is going to be in St. Louis. We know that. Miro actually attacked Jake Roberts at the Fan Fest. I don't know if he injured him or what happened, but blah blah. Nothing. I'm trying to. I don't think they have the ratings out yet. They probably have them out since it's Memorial Day weekend. I guess they don't have the ratings out yet. But so I would assume that SmackDown's gonna get that 2.2 million fans. I would think since it wasn't a great show per se, with a sold out crowd, I would think that AEW probably got around. If I had to guess, I would say maybe 850,000, maybe close to 900,000. I think they went down again this week, but we'll see. I think it hurt being on Friday night kind of hurt AEW because everybody was watching SmackDown. Then they had to turn over to AEW, and it's at 10 o'clock, and people were watching either the playoffs or whatever. It's gonna be the same way next week, and probably through the rest of June until they hit July when they start going on tour, and they're back on Wednesday nights. And then they got that new show on Friday, Rampage, starting in August, which will probably get the same ratings. But, because they'll get killed by SmackDown. Even though I think Rampage is a 1-hour show, so we'll see what happens with that. And that's pretty much it. All right, let's quickly get to the card for Double or Nothing. Yummy. I feel like having one. Let's quickly get to the card for Double or Nothing, which the buy-in starts in an hour. So let's get that. We got the buy-in, which is gonna be he's gonna have one match, maybe some other stuff happening on that as well at 7:30 on the AEW YouTube channel. So get that. We're gonna have for the NWA Women's World Championship, we got Serena Deeb taking on little young Rio. Yes, Rio is back, and she's going after the NWA Women's World Championship. Should be a good match. Serena Deeb has held that belt for getting close to 300 days right now, and she's beating them all. Beating Thunder Rosa. She's basically beat everybody in NWA as well. But I don't think I think this is a rematch from the tournament, the women's title tournament, where Serena, I believe, who won that? I think Rio won that, I believe, because Serena got injured. She was out like 3 months. So this is kind of for the rematch. And thank you for the dislike. Fuck it. Suck my dick, motherfucker. So we got that. So should be a good match. As much as I love Rio. I want her to win. I'm going to go with Serena Deeb to retain because I think she's gonna defend the belt. I don't even know when that at the NWA pay-per-view, which I think is next week or the week after that. Which is called When Shadows Fall or When Our Shadows Fall or something like that. I think Serena Deeb is gonna face I think Camille, because I think Camille is the #1 contender now since she beat Thunder Rosa. So Serena Deeb versus Camille at the NWA pay-per-view, and I could see Camille winning the NWA Women's title right then probably losing it to Thunder Rosa again. But we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. So that's the buy-in. So that's what I got. I got Serena Deeb to retain over Rio. And quickly, that's that. All right, since there's comments in, I'll go to this match since the comments in the chat. Sorry it took so long to get to the comment, but I had to do review first. I hope I'm saying this right. The Snooze Man, I can't even say this. Snooks Man, Sneaux Man, Snooze Man. I guess Snowman. He says, Peter, what's up? Who is winning the Stadium Stampede? It's tough, man. Let me get this comment off. Sorry about that. It's going to be really tough. I mean, you got the Pinnacle of up-and-coming group now, led by MJF. You got Wardlow. You got FTR. And you got Shawn Spears and Tully Blanchard, who basically beat the crap out of them, before Blood and Guts. And then at Blood and Guts, they won. They threw Jericho off the top of the cage. Onto the mat, onto the ramp, mat, whatever it was. So, I was thinking, I knew there was going to be a rematch out of this. And I was like, it's double or nothing. I'm thinking, yep, probably gonna do Stadium Stampede again, because the first one was great. So why not have a second one and make this like a yearly thing, which I think it will over the next whatever time AEW is in existence. So probably get Stadium Stampede 3 next year. I don't know with who. Depends on who, what groups are still left by that time. But it should be a very hellacious, violent match, like last year's was. They'll go all over the field and go into the stands and do like flippy dippity moves. Like last year we saw the Bucks jump off the goalpost and shit like that. And we saw Adam Page come out on a horse running towards the ring and stuff. That was kind of cool. Like I said, Matt Hardy getting dunked by Santana and Ortiz and coming out like broken Matt Hardy and Money Matt Hardy and Cruiserweight Matt Hardy and stuff like that. And then we saw Sammy Guevara get chased by Adam Page and then get chased by Kenny and Matt Hardy on the golf cart. That was kind of cool. And then we saw Kenny Omega, I think it was Jericho, I forgot who it was, do the table off the top of the stands, do a table with one winged angel, and they got the win. So this should be basically the same thing, hard-hitting, violent spots galore. Maybe some blood, who knows. But now they kind of gave it away. I think they gave it away. What happened on Friday night, that the Pinnacle just beat the crap out of the Inner Circle, pile drove them through the tables and on the field on chairs and stuff. So I think logic says, and logic usually wins. So I'm gonna go with the Inner Circle to win. If they break up, I think it kind of sucks because Jake Hager will probably just be in mid-card hell or in catering. We'll probably just see him on Dark or Elevation most of the time. Maybe they'll put him in the TNT title picture. I don't know. We probably won't see him much. Same thing with Sammy Guevara. They'll probably put him on Dark or Elevation. Or maybe we'll see him on Dynamite going for the TNT title. Santana Ortiz, I hope they put him, they thrust him into the tag team title picture, and then maybe get a shot at the Bucks or whoever has the belts by then. And as far as Jericho, I don't know if he'll stay around and fight because he's 50 years old. So I don't know if he will stay in the world title picture, maybe get the belt back. Who knows? Or maybe he'll stop and maybe takes, he'll be on TV here and there because Fozzie's going on tour this summer and they got that new single coming out and then maybe that new album coming out. So they're going to be on tour, but he's still going to be around to do Dynamite. So he's not going to miss any time, or not that much time, if you will. So Jericho can still be around in the world title picture. So if they do break them up, at least some of them will go somewhere. They'll do something with the remnants of the Inner Circle. But I think, I think they should win. I mean, it makes no sense for them to lose 2 years in a row. So I'm going to go with the Inner Circle to win. And then after this, I don't know what happens after this. I don't know. They could have another big match, or they just go their separate ways. I don't know. But like I said, there's going to be some surprises. Like I said, maybe somebody turns from the group. I'm thinking, Wardlow, they were teasing Wardlow to turn face months ago. So Wardlow might turn on the Pinnacle and maybe just leave the Pinnacle, go by himself, go be in the world title or TNT title picture, which I think would be a good idea. So that might happen. So the Inner Circle will win. Or somebody from the Inner Circle turns, like maybe Jake Hager. I don't see Sammy turning heel on them again. Kind of like, I'm out of here. Screw you guys. Or I don't see Santana Ortiz, turning on, or even Jericho himself. I don't see Jericho turning heel. Again, I think he'll stay face, but it just was. Then again, you could have Mike Tyson there, which I doubt, because I haven't heard anything about Tyson being anywhere in Florida as of today or anything like that. I was thinking Bischoff might turn on Jericho, but I was like, nah, that's a pipe dream. But somebody's going to turn tonight, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be Wardlow. And that's how I think what's going to happen. Wardlow's going to turn on the Pinnacle, turn on MJF and the group, and Jericho and company will get the win in a pretty violent match. People are going to get hurt, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I got the Inner Circle to win Stadium Stampede 2. And that's that. All right. Very quickly, let's run down the matches. Like I said, Serena Deeb will defeat Rio. And that's that. I got Sting and Darby Allin to beat Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to have Sting lose his first match in over 6 years. So got that, but he still keeps Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page pretty strong in the tag team division. And like I said, I got the Inner Circle to defeat the Pinnacle. I think Wardlow will turn on the Pinnacle, and the Inner Circle will win. And that's that. Miro versus Lance Archer for the TNT title. I got Miro to win since he beat up Jake Roberts at FanFest, so I doubt Jake Roberts will be there. So, and as we know, Lance Archer is 0-8. I think he's 0-6 or 0-8 in big time matches. So chuck another loss on that little record. So he'll go to 0-9 in big time matches, and Miro will retain because it doesn't make sense for Miro to hold the belt, defend it once, and then in the second defense he loses it to Lance Archer. But even though Lance Archer should be TNT champion by now, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go with Miro to win that. All right, and Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Cage, hopefully 1-on-1. I'm going to go with Adam Page to win. Really, I think Brian Cage is going to break away from Team Taz, go on his own. Still have that damn FTW belt that really doesn't really need. And that's that. And that's it. All right, then Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo. It's going to be a clusterfuck of a match. Cody's coming out with the Kingdom theme, and he's going to be known as the American Dream, Cody Rhodes, for one night only. And I think he's going to put over Ogogo. I mean, what's Cody got left to do unless turn heel? But it is what it is. So I'm going to go with Anthony Ogogo to knock Cody Rhodes out. He's going to hit him like a bunch of times in the gut, like he did to Austin Gunn. The referee's going to have to call for the bell, or Arn Anderson will throw in a towel. Something's going to happen like that, and then Cody Rhodes will maybe turn on Arn Anderson on Friday night. So I think eventually Cody's going to turn heel and say, fuck you, Arn Anderson, get the fuck out of here, So that's that. So Anthony Ogogo will beat Cody Rhodes with that, that big hard right hand to the ribs and the gut, and that's it. So I got Cody Rhodes to win. Anthony Ogogo to win that. All right, for the women's title, Hikaru Shida and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. Should be a great match. Like I said, I think it's Hikaru Shida has held the belt 379 days as of right now, but I think her time is up. And I'm going to give the belt to Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And she's going to go on a nice long run with the belt herself. I don't know as long as she does, but we'll see. And I think the first person to probably get a title shot probably will be Thunder Rosa. And then probably who will beat Britt Baker will probably be Jade Cargill. That's what I think. I think Jade Cargill will get the belt by the end of the year. So maybe in her first defense, Britt Baker versus Jade Cargill at All Out 3. But we'll see. And that's that. So Britt Baker will win the belt. I think it's obvious that she will win the belt. And that's that. And we'll move on from there. All right. Did I miss anything? Oh, I did. Okay. The Casino Battle Royale. We got Christian Cage, Matt Sydal, Powerhouse Hobbs, Pentagon Zero Miedo, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, and Isaiah Cassidy, a Private Party, Butcher and the Blade. Actually, the Blade is in it, not the Butcher. I don't know why he's not in it. The Blade is in it. Evil Uno, Colt Cabana, the man who sucks dick, Preston 10 Vance, Griff Garrison, and Brian Pillman Jr. of the Varsity Blondes, Max Caster and Anthony Bones of the Acclaimed, QT Marshall, Nick Camarado of the Nightmare Factory, Dustin Rhodes of the Nightmare Family, and Lee Johnson as well, and the ever-popular mystery opponent, TBA. So I'm going to go with Christian Cage to win this one. I think him and Kenny will have a match at All Out, or maybe at Fyter Fest, or Fight for the Fallen, because those two pay-per-views, coming up. No, well, two events, I should say, coming up. I think they'll have those two in July. I think one of those events when they go on tour will be Fight for the Fallen, and the next week will be Fyter Fest, like they do in July, or like they did last July. So probably we'll see Kenny versus Christian Cage on one of those shows in July, and then in August Kenny will face somebody for the AEW title at All Out. I think it's going to be Andrade, because Andrade gets a shot at Triple Mania for the AAA Mega Championship, and then he's just about to be signed to AEW, so would kind of make sense for him to fight Kenny twice in August, at Triple Mania and at All Out, which may or may not be in Chicago. We don't know yet. We'll see. And that's that. But the mystery entrant just won the last couple of years. Brian Cage being one of them. I think last year was I forgot who won last year. So they might, the mystery entrant, the Joker, if you will, might win. I don't know. And personally, who you're going to ask me who it is, I have no clue. But I'm going with my gut. I'm going to say Samoa Joe. May not happen, but I'm going with my gut and saying Samoa Joe will make his debut in AEW tonight. Shocking debut. A lot of people saying it's Bryan Danielson. Nah, it's not going to be Daniel Bryan. Not going to be Daniel Bryan. I doubt it's going to be Daniel Bryan. So it's either going to be Joe or it's Bryan. I mean, who else could it be? That's a free agent right now. I mean, who left the WWE? Basically, it's not going to be Mojo fucking Rawley. Let's be real here. Or it's going to be, anybody from NXT that, that left. That was there's no big names that left NXT. So I'm going to go with Christian Cage or the mystery entrant, which could be Joe. Doubtful it's going to be Bryan Danielson, and very doubtful it's going to be CM Punk. So, but you never know. Tony Khan, he's got that money. He could probably put Yuji Nagata in as the freaking as the surprise. It could be Yuji Nagata. It could be Kojima, who debuted on Impact on Thursday night. It could be somebody from New Japan. It could be Gallows and Anderson, because they haven't, they're not in it, so they could put them in there. So, but how cool would it be if it's not any of those guys and it's somebody from New Japan, like maybe a Jay White or a Tanahashi or Okada or Naito or Ibushi? I mean, that door is open, Tony Khan said he is the forbidden door, supposedly. He basically trashed his own brother, called Nick Khan a con man from Connecticut. That was kind of cool. So, I don't know. I really don't know who's going to be this mystery opponent. I guess we're going to have to find out in the next hour and 15 minutes. So, we'll see. We shall see what happens with that. So I'm going to go with either Christian Cage or the mystery opponent, and whoever that may be. And they get an AEW title shot, probably at Fyter Fest or at Fight for the Fallen, or they could just go up to All Out. I don't know, but we'll see. What happens with that? Damn, that was good. And that's that. And finally, for the AEW World Tag Team belts, we got the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, taking on the #1 contenders, Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley. Gonna be a good match. I think Gallows and Anderson will probably be around. Don Callis will get involved. Maybe Brandon Cutler might get involved. Maybe Michael Nakazawa might get involved. You know, the elites are wherever the Bucks go. You know, the rest of the elite follows. And that's that. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks to retain the titles, and I don't think they're gonna lose them until maybe All Out. To whom? I don't know. So I don't know. I mean, if the Bucks win, who's next, really? Is it FTR? Is Dax Harwood going to actually, you know, get his title shot? Or is he going to quit? Like he said he would. We don't get our title shots, we're quitting. Because, you know, the Pinnacle is probably going to lose tonight. I would think they will lose. Because it makes no sense for the Inner Circle to lose basically their own match 2 years in a row. And especially coming off Blood and Guts, which I thought they should have won that one. But so it kind of makes no sense for the Inner Circle to lose Stadium Stampede 2. So I'm going to go with the Inner Circle to win that one. So, yeah. So the Bucks are going to win. Probably, I think, who might be next? It might be the Acclaim because they're the #2 contenders. So who knows what that... could be the Dark Order. Might be the, you know, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. You know, the Super Smash Bros. Might get a shot. Or maybe they'll finally do what we all thought was going to happen. The Bucks and LAX, which I don't think they've done yet. I might be wrong, but so maybe you know, Santana and Ortiz, you know, get the shot since they're faces. They face the Bucks who are heels. You know, at either one of those 2 pay-per-views, or they go up. They wait till All Out 3 in late August, and for the belt. So it's a toss-up to see who faces the Bucks next at this point. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be Santana and Ortiz next. But I wouldn't put a rematch with FTR, you know, on the back burner. Even though FTR is heels and going against heels, and I don't know if that's going to work. So I would put Santana and Ortiz next in line after the Inner Circle gets the win tonight in Stadium Stampede 2. And that's that. All right, so that's pretty much it for that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to the Snoot Man, or the Snooze Man, whatever how you say your name. I apologize if I botched your name, but thank you for coming in. Got my good buddy Nick Infante in the chat. He says hi. Still wants to know, you know, who the mystery guy could be. You know, it could be anyone to be the wild card or the mystery entrant, the Joker, if you will. He's looking forward to the Battle Royale. Could be anyone. You know, basically, you know, you would never know who will show up at the Casino Battle Royale. That's true. I'm saying it could be Joe. It could be, I doubt it's going to be Danielson, or it's going to be anybody. Maybe it might be Andrade. That's one of, you know, could be Andrade or Joe at this point. But who knows? We'll see. And that's that. Okay, I'm just going to keep messages going. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to end the show because I got to save some time for my review later tonight. And that's that. Thank you for joining, Nick, as always. And yeah, imagine if it was Joe and Daniel Bryan, the place would come unglued. Daily's place will have to be, you know, rebuilt because the fans will just tear that place apart. And yeah, imagine if it is Andrade. So that's that. So it's one of those three, I would think. But in my eyes, it's either between Andrade and Joe. And I'm thinking if it's Andrade's going to get the win. If it's Joe will probably get the win. I think it's going to be the official winner is going to be either Christian Cage or it's going to be the mystery entrant. That's all I got to say about that. And that's it. So, all right. So let's recap my predictions. I got the Bucks to retain the tag belts. Sting and Darby Allin to beat Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. I got the Inner Circle to win Stadium Stampede 2. I got Miro to retain the AEW TNT title over Lance Archer. I got Hangman Adam Page to beat Brian Cage. I got Christian Cage or the mystery entrant to win the Casino Battle Royale. I got Anthony Ogogo to beat Cody Rhodes. I got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, to win the Women's Championship. And I got Kenny Omega. I forgot to even talk about this match, but Kenny Omega will beat Orange Cassidy and Pac in a pretty good match for the AEW World Title. So Kenny will retain. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious Kenny's going to win tonight. I mean, as much as I want Orange Cassidy to get it, I mean, it'll probably just be like a 1-week champ. That's it. Or Kenny will get it back at Fight for the Fallen or the next show, or whatever it is. But I'm going to go with Kenny to retain by the skin of his teeth, and that's it. So that's that. And at the buy-in, coming up in about a half hour from now, Serena Deeb will retain over Rio, and then she will lose at the NWA pay-per-view when our Shadows Fall coming up in about a week or two. She will lose that belt to Camille, and that's it. So that's it. So Serena Deeb will beat Rio on the buy-in, and that's pretty much it for my predictions for Double or Nothing coming up in a little bit. So thank you all for watching this video. Thank you to Nick. Thank you to everybody else who came in and watched the video. And that's all I got to say about that. Nick says, well, Andrade, success in AEW will not affect Charlotte. See, no surprise that it would be. Orange Cassidy deserves AEW gold. He does, but not at the moment. Not the big gold. I think maybe the TNT title, but we'll see. If Rio wins the NWA Women's title, she'll be second Japanese woman to hold the NWA Women's World title. Yes, she will. I forgot the first one, I believe, was I forget. I don't follow the NWA as much as I used to, but it is what it is. So it was in 1968. Yeah, I wasn't born, so I don't know anything from that about who won it in 1968. But it is what it is. So that's the first time a Japanese woman held a women's title in the NWA. So that's that. All right. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have a good night. Enjoy the pay-per-view, everybody. Double or Nothing 3 coming up in about 37 minutes on YouTube with the buy-in. It was Yukiko Tomoe. She beat the Fabulous Moolah at the 1968 Osaka House Show. Yes, I learn something every day. So thank you, Nick, for the encyclopedia of wisdom that you are. But thank you very much. All right, so enjoy the pay-per-view, everybody. Should be another great pay-per-view from AEW. The fans are there. Sold out crowd of about 5,000 people. Gonna be singing Judas and just cheering everybody on. It's gonna be great to see full fans back, 100% capacity in Florida. It's gonna be fucking epic tonight. And hopefully later tonight I'll give you my review. If not, probably sometime early tomorrow, if I don't go out to my parents for Memorial Day barbecue. But we'll see what happens from there. And then we got Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. As always, the yearly Memorial Day show. Randy Orton's in a match. I don't know. I got to look at the match. I'm not going to look at it at the moment, but Randy Orton has an opponent for tomorrow. Drew McIntyre and Kofi Kingston, #1 contenders match. MVP and Lashley are banned from ringside, or else they will be suspended indefinitely. Well, MVP I think will. I don't know about Lashley, but we'll see. So that's tomorrow night. Yeah, that could be great tomorrow night. Nobody's gonna give two shits about Raw tomorrow night with their new commentator Jimmy Smith. Nobody's gonna care, and that's all I can say about that. Yeah, nobody's gonna watch Raw tomorrow night because it's Memorial Day. Nobody's gonna watch because everybody's gonna be coming back from their Memorial Day holiday, wherever it may be. If you're at the beach, not around this area, but if you go, the weather's gonna be like crap tonight and tomorrow. So I mean, if you have Memorial Day plans, try to do it indoors at best, and that's pretty much all I can say about that. And yeah, Jimmy Smith won't last a month in WWE. Yeah, he won't last a month. He's not gonna last a month at least. That's it. You should have never fired Tom Phillips. And that's that. All right, so that's it. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Final predictions, and that's that. So get ready for Double or Nothing coming up in about a half hour, and the main show at 8 o'clock. Probably end about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Who knows at this point? So the review may not come till maybe tomorrow, depending how tired I am. But we'll see. As far as Dynamite this past Friday, I gave it a solid 7 out of 10 stars. And let me know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about Dynamite this past Friday night. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching. Thank you to Nick, as always, for his encyclopedia of wisdom. And yeah, Jimmy Smith will be gone by SummerSlam. So bye-bye to you. And that's it. So thank you all for watching. Enjoy Double or Nothing. Hopefully I'll be back later tonight with my review right here on this very channel. And we'll see what happens. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you motherfuckers next time. Peace. Ha! Later.